Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Delicious milk chocolate.
Thick chocolate.
It's milk chocolate.
Imagine if the secret to protecting your brain against stroke was hidden in your favourite treat, chocolate. Well, today I'm diving deep into a question that sounds too good to be true. Can indulging in chocolate actually reduce your risk of stroke? Hi, I'm Matthew. I'm a qualified biochemist, and today I'm exploring one of the most controversial topics in nutrition: the relationship between chocolate and stroke risk. If you're like many people, you might feel conflicted every time you reach for a piece of chocolate. Is it a guilty pleasure that's bad for your health, or a potential health elixir? Well, for years, conflicting media reports and diet fads have left us wondering whether chocolate is a friend or a foe, especially when it comes to our cardiovascular health. Look, stroke is one of the leading causes of death and disability worldwide, and the risk factors can be overwhelming. You might have heard conflicting advice. Some experts warn that every calorie counts and that indulgence is dangerous, while other experts tout chocolate's antioxidants as a boon for your heart and your brain. Well, these mixed messages create confusion and an awful lot of frustration, leaving you questioning whether your daily chocolate fix could be endangering you or protecting you from serious health issues. So today, let's cut through all of that noise with the help of the latest research, the science behind chocolate's key ingredient, cocoa's health benefits, and the potential mechanisms by which chocolate might lower stroke risk. We'll also address questions like what types of chocolate offer benefits, what are flavonoids, and how do cocoa flavonoids work inside your body, and importantly, can moderate consumption of chocolate really serve as a protective factor against stroke? But before we dive into the role of chocolate, let's first set the stage by understanding stroke itself. A stroke occurs when the blood supply to a part of your brain is interrupted or reduced, preventing brain tissue from receiving vital oxygen and nutrients. Without oxygen, brain cells begin to die within minutes. This can lead to long-term disability or, worse, death. Strokes can be broadly classified into two main types: ischemic strokes, which account for about 87% of all strokes, which happen when a blood clot blocks or narrows an artery leading to the brain, and hemorrhagic strokes, on the other hand, which occur when a blood vessel bursts. Common risk factors include high blood pressure, smoking, obesity, and a sedentary lifestyle. With stroke being a leading cause of death and disability, it's no wonder that researchers and health professionals the world over are constantly on the lookout for preventive measures. Now, given these risks, it's crucial to explore every possible avenue for prevention. While lifestyle modifications like regular exercise and a balanced diet are well-established strategies, emerging research suggests that even the occasional indulgence in certain foods might play a role. And this is where our discussion on chocolate begins. It's important to say that not all chocolate is created equal. In our modern world, you can find everything from highly processed milk chocolate laden with sugar to dark chocolate that is rich in cocoa and relatively low in added sugars. When we discuss the potential health benefits, most of the research has focused on dark chocolate because it contains higher concentrations of cocoa flavonoids, a group of powerful antioxidants. These flavonoids, particularly epicatechin, have been shown to improve endothelial function, which is simply the ability of your blood vessels to dilate properly. They also exhibit anti-inflammatory properties and can help reduce blood pressure. It's these compounds that have piqued the interest of scientists who believe that moderate consumption of dark chocolate, that is, chocolate higher in cocoa content, might have cardiovascular benefits, including potential reduction in stroke risk. But hold on there before you start stocking up on dark chocolate. It's important to understand that the benefits depend on several factors: the quality of the chocolate, the amount of the chocolate consumed, and the overall composition of your existing diet. Now, if you're wondering how something as indulgent as a chocolate bar could possibly be good for your health, you are not alone. Many of us have been conditioned to see chocolate as a guilty pleasure, but can a little piece of dark chocolate actually be a part of a stroke preventive diet? Well, let's dive into the science and see. Okay, so over the past decade, several studies have explored the link between chocolate consumption and stroke risk. One influential meta-analysis by Larson and Orsini in 2012 pooled data from multiple studies and found that moderate consumption of chocolate was associated with a reduced risk of stroke. In this study, individuals who consumed about 1 to 2 servings of chocolate per week had a significantly lower risk of stroke compared to those who rarely indulged. Other studies have echoed these findings. For instance, research conducted in Europe and in North America has suggested that populations with higher cocoa intake tend to have better cardiovascular outcomes, including a lower incidence of stroke. So the thinking is that cocoa flavonoids improve vascular health by enhancing nitric oxide production, which helps relax blood vessels and improve blood flow. Plus, studies published in journals such as the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have examined the dose-response relationship, suggesting that while moderate consumption appears beneficial, overconsumption may lead to negative outcomes due to excessive calories and to excessive sugar consumption. In other words, it's not a free pass to eat entire chocolate bars every single day. Sorry about that. Critically, it's also important to note that most of these studies are observational. This means that while they can show an association between chocolate consumption and reduced stroke risk, they cannot definitively prove causation. But the consistency of the findings across various populations and various studies does help to strengthen the argument that there may be a real protective effect. Clinical trials have provided further insight. In one study, participants who consumed a high flavanol cocoa drink for several weeks experienced improved blood pressure and arterial function. These physiological changes are directly linked to stroke risk. Despite the promising evidence, the research is not without its limitations. Many of these studies rely on self-reported dietary data, which can introduce inaccuracies because people, well, they don't always tell the truth. Shock, I know. Moreover, the type and quality of chocolate consumed varies greatly among individuals, making it challenging to pinpoint a magic dose of cocoa that confers the maximum benefit. Yet, the overall trend in the literature does suggest that when consumed in moderation, ideally dark chocolate with a high cocoa content, the antioxidants and flavonoids in the chocolate consumed might contribute to better vascular health, thereby reducing the risk of stroke. So, if you're concerned about stroke, this evidence helps to offer a ray of hope that your occasional indulgence might not be as harmful as you once thought. So, could it be a case that the key to preventing stroke lies not just in avoiding unhealthy foods, but in embracing certain components of your diet, even those we once considered to be naughty? Well, the research seems to suggest so. Stay tuned, because next we'll explore exactly how cocoa flavonoids work their magic inside your body. Okay, so to truly understand how chocolate might reduce stroke risk, we need to dig into the biology. The hero of the story here is cocoa flavonoids, specifically a compound known as epicatechin. So how do these molecules work their magic? Well, firstly, cocoa flavonoids are potent antioxidants. They help neutralize free radicals, which are unstable molecules that can damage your cells, your proteins, and your DNA. This damage, or oxidative stress as it's called, is a key contributor to atherosclerosis, which is the buildup of plaques in your arteries, which is a major risk factor for stroke. By reducing oxidative stress, flavonoids can slow down the progression of arterial damage. Secondly, these compounds improve endothelial function. The endothelium is the inner lining of the blood vessels, and it plays a crucial role in regulating blood flow and blood pressure. Healthy endothelial cells produce nitric oxide, a molecule that signals blood vessels to relax and dilate. Studies have shown that cocoa flavonoids can boost nitric oxide production, leading to improved vascular function and lower blood pressure. Now, lower blood pressure is directly associated with reduced risk of stroke. And thirdly, cocoa flavonoids have anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation is a well-known risk factor for cardiovascular diseases, including, yes, you guessed it, stroke. By reducing inflammation, these compounds help maintain the integrity of the blood vessels and prevent the formation of those dangerous blood clots. Moreover, some research suggests that cocoa flavonoids might even improve insulin sensitivity. Improved insulin sensitivity helps regulate blood sugar levels, which in turn reduces the risk of metabolic syndrome, which is a cluster of conditions that increase the risk of stroke and heart disease. And let's not forget the potential impact on platelet function. Platelets are small blood cells that play a role in clotting. Overactive platelets can lead to thrombosis, which is the formation of blood clots, which can cause ischemic stroke. There is evidence that cocoa flavonoids can modulate platelet function, making them less likely to aggregate and form those dangerous blood clots. Of course, all of these mechanisms work best when chocolate is consumed as part of a balanced diet rich in other whole foods. It's not like a daily dose of chocolate can override the damage caused by an otherwise poor lifestyle. Sorry about that. But when paired with regular physical activity and a nutrient-rich diet, the bioactive compounds in dark chocolate could provide an added layer of protection against vascular disease. So as you listen, think about this. What if the next time you crave a treat, your choice of chocolate could be more than just an indulgence? It could very much be an investment in your vascular health. It might sound revolutionary, but the science is certainly building a compelling case. So what does this mean for you? Can you really indulge in a piece of dark chocolate and lower your stroke risk? Well, the answer, based on the current science, appears to be a cautious yes, but with important qualifiers. Moderate consumption of high-quality dark chocolate rich in cocoa flavonoids can indeed be part of a stroke preventive lifestyle. Its benefits likely stem from improved vascular function, reduced inflammation, and better blood pressure control. However, these benefits are most apparent when chocolate is consumed in moderation and as part of an overall balanced diet. This isn't a green light to abandon other healthy habits. Exercise, a diet rich in fruits and vegetables, and regular medical checkups remain essential components of stroke prevention. Think of chocolate not as a magic bullet, but as a potentially beneficial addition to a holistic lifestyle approach. So, what should you do if you are a lover of chocolate? Well, opt for dark chocolate with a cocoa content of at least 70%. Personally, I eat chocolate with a cocoa content of 85%. Yes, it is going to be less sweet, but that's exactly what you want. Bitter is better. Keep your portions small, around 1 to 2 squares per day or a couple of servings per week, and ensure that the rest of your diet is nutrient dense. In doing so, you might just transform your guilty pleasure into a small but powerful ally in your quest for better health. In the comments below, let me know if you're a fan of chocolate and what your favorite chocolate bar is, and if you've ever consumed a high-quality dark chocolate with a high percentage of 70 or above. And if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe, and share with other people you care about. And while you're there, check out this other video here.